Most people think discipline has to be loud and obvious. They picture early morning selfies, gym check-ins, posting productivity tips, and sharing updates all the time. It looks intense, full of energy, almost like a performance. But real discipline, the kind that actually changes your life, doesn't look like that. It's quiet. It's simple. And most of the time, it's uncomfortable in ways people don't really talk about. The people who really have it don't try to draw attention to it. They don't need to. They understand something most people miss. Discipline isn't about being seen, it's about showing up when no one is watching, even in small ways. It usually starts with something small, like getting up in the morning. Not crazy early just to prove a point, but before your mind starts making excuses. You know that moment when you're half awake and thinking, just 5 more minutes? They don't let it go that far. There's no big burst of motivation, no hype, just a quiet decision. Get up. And honestly, that's where most people lose. We wait until we feel ready, but that feeling, it comes and goes, so they move first and let the feeling catch up later. Then there's the recognition part. And let's be real, this is where it gets hard. We all like being noticed. We want someone to say, "Good job," or at least see that we're trying. That's normal. But people with real discipline don't depend on that. They'll put in work for weeks, sometimes months, without any real results or feedback. No praise, no attention, sometimes not even progress you can clearly see. And they keep going anyway. That kind of mindset, it's rare because it forces you to ask yourself a real question. If nobody ever noticed what you're doing, would you still do it? The biggest hurdle, though, being okay with being bored. Most people can't sit still for long without grabbing their phone or switching to something else. We're used to constant stimulation. But disciplined people, they can do the same things over and over without needing it to feel exciting. Look, they get it. Real progress is actually kind of boring. It's not a highlight reel. It's repeating the same actions day after day when nothing feels new, when nothing feels special. That's where most people quit. But they don't. And that connects to something else people don't like hearing. They do things they don't enjoy. A lot. There's this idea that if you follow your passion, everything will feel easy. It sounds good, but it's not real. Even if you love what you're doing, parts of it will suck. There's no way around it. They don't fight that. They expect it. They don't wait for the perfect mood or the right moment. They just get it done. Over time, that builds a kind of mental toughness you can't fake. You'll notice, too, they don't talk much about their goals. They're not constantly telling people what they're about to do or what they're working on. And here's the thing, talking about goals can feel like progress, even when it's not. You get that small rush just from saying it out loud, but they'd rather keep that energy and use it. They stay focused. They move quietly. Not because they're hiding anything, but because they're serious about it. And when results show up, they don't need to explain anything. That same mindset shows up in how they protect their time. They say no a lot more than people expect, not in a rude way, but in a clear way. If something pulls them away from what actually matters, they're not interested. It's uncomfortable. It can mean missing out. It can mean saying no when it would be easier to say yes. But they get it. Every yes costs something. Time, energy, focus. So they're protective of it. And maybe the biggest difference of all, they keep going when no one notices. There are long stretches where it feels like nothing is happening. No one is checking in. No one is encouraging you. Sometimes it even feels like you're stuck. That's where most people stop. But they don't. They keep showing up, not because it feels good, but because it's who they are. At the end of the day, this kind of discipline isn't flashy. It doesn't look impressive from the outside. It doesn't get quick attention or praise. Sometimes it even looks like nothing is happening at all. But that quiet phase, that's where everything is being built. Small actions, repeated daily. No shortcuts, no noise, just steady progress that adds up over time. And that's the part most people miss. It's not about going all in for a week or two. It's about showing up again and again, when it's boring, when it's hard, and when no one is watching. That's what creates real results. So if your life feels a little quiet right now, or even a little boring, don't worry. You're probably exactly where you need to be.